They started behind a screen, just faces, voices, moments captured for millions scrolling by. But somewhere along the way, likes and follows were not enough. They wanted more. They wanted the stage, the spotlight, the crowd singing back their names. This is how these influencers became pop stars, starting with KSI, whose music was very controversial. KSI was like any other YouTuber, uploading daily gaming videos to his channel. It all started in a bedroom, a teenager recording himself playing FIFA with a grainy webcam, shouting at the screen, cracking jokes, and posting it to YouTube.
Wow, okay.
That was KSI in the early 2010s. Loud, chaotic, and completely obsessed with gaming. Back then, no one would have guessed that this guy, JJ Olatunji, would one day sell out arenas as a music artist. But the signs were always there. He wasn't just a gamer. He had charisma, presence, and most of all, ambition. KSI built a loyal fan base by being unapologetically himself.
If KSI showed his real laugh in his videos. Yo! You thought I forgot about you, little boy. Oh my. Especially when your most viewed music vid has this nigga on it. That's actually gone, you know.
Every scream, every laugh, every outrageous challenge video, it all fed into his growing empire. And then he did something that a lot of YouTubers wouldn't dare to try. He pivoted. The music started off small. Parody raps, diss tracks, and novelty singles made for laughs. But even then, fans were eating it up. His 2015 track Lamborghini charted in the UK, and even if critics rolled their eyes, KSI kept going. Am I the only one who thinks all JJ has done since New Age is lost his sense of taste and just became an inauthentic artist? He doesn't have a style. He doesn't have a musical identity. None of his songs sound like KSI songs. They are just generic pop.
You know what? It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I never want to hear that hook again. But unfortunately, it's going to be in my head for the rest of my life. I can tell you that right now. P-Money slayed it. That was good fun. I'm glad I did that.
But difference was, he actually cared about the music. He took the hits, learned from the backlash, and leveled up. However, this took a dramatic turn when KSI came to release his 2024 song, Thick of It. I'm gonna set this as my alarm so I wake up before it. This song didn't release. This song escaped. KSI dropped his new single right in the middle of the year's biggest drama. He had just partnered with Mr. Beast and Logan Paul to launch Lunchly, which instantly stirred up major backlash online. And while everyone was talking about it, KSI took the moment to promote his latest track to the masses.
Yo, what's up, your boy KSI. Welcome to a video. Today we are reacting to Thick of It TikToks. The label thought it would be a good idea, especially because more of you decided to post more TikToks using the song. And even though I told you guys to stop, you guys are just on a hating rampage. Cool, let's do it. Haha, hilarious.
To KSI's surprise, fans took to social media to mock the song and spread hate about it. It got so bad that he was getting zero support from anyone, even his close friends.
What's so funny, man? What the hell? From the get-go, brother is laughing at me now, man. Is this gonna be one of them videos as well? Man, I can't be.
Sorry. It's it just makes yeah. Alright.
I just make him laugh, apparently.
But despite the overwhelming hate of the song, the music video stabilized at over 110 million views, and he even performed the song live on Britain's Got Talent. And his following music was more than welcomed by fans. KSI should low-key drop more music. I've seen a lot of hate towards KSI's new song. I actually think it's an alright song though. On the other hand, someone who vanished from social media for 5 whole years, then came back out of nowhere and dropped pop music, and people actually loved it. Lil Tay, branded as the youngest flexer of the century, rose to fame in early 2018, when she was just 10 years old.
You already know what's going on. Lil Tay, the youngest flexer of the century. I'm out here flexing on y'all. I have a new Maserati. Y'all don't know nothing about this life. And I got a spider too. My outfit costs more than your...
Though she was also very controversial and hated because of her ego and the annoying nature of her persona. Bruh, I find Lil Tay so annoying. All she does is shout into a camera and flex her cars. It's getting tiring to watch. But then, she vanished. No warning, no goodbye, nothing.
After Jason was exposed as the mastermind behind Lil Tay's internet persona, Lil Tay's Instagram account deleted every one of her previous posts and stopped publishing content. Lil Tay and her family's representative said that this was because the girl wanted to rebrand her image, and the girl, or at least the person who managed her account, made some random posts over the next weeks, and then vanished off of social media again.
And then in August 2023, out of nowhere, headlines started popping up saying she had died. These headlines spread far and wide. No one knows what's going on with Lil Tay after reports of Instagram star's death. The post seemed genuine, being uploaded to her official accounts. However, the next day, Lil Tay reappeared on her Instagram, but this time on a live stream, claiming her accounts had been hacked by her father.
Y'all already know what the going on. Lil Tay's back. It's been 5 years and y'all still broke. The GO is back. 5 years and I'm still the youngest one out. 5 years. Okay, this is where it gets into the death hoax. So, as you all know, Chris Hope was the one that did the death hoax. He was trying to sabotage me. Meanwhile, he was working with this other con artist that was claiming to be my manager, and they had a crypto coin together. Their plan was to fake my death and then promote the crypto coin, which, by the way, the manager admitted to. He said he'd been working on the crypto coin for months. These people are frauds.
And then, not long after, she did something nobody expected.
Comeback of the year, bro. This is comeback of the year, bro. Lil Tay got the comeback of the year, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Her debut single, Sucker for Green, introduced a new brand, persona, inside to Tay. The flexing was still there, but this time, it was through pop vocals and a music video without the shouting and swearing, and people on social media loved it. Then, in 2024, she followed it up with another song, Growing Up, which leaned even more into that emotional post-teenage transition sound. She was still Lil Tay, but the screaming flex kid from 2018, that persona was long gone. This wasn't just a comeback, it was a complete rebrand, and somehow it worked. While Lil Tay was reinventing herself with girly pop, another creator was making a quieter but just as ambitious leap into music. Alex Warren wasn't always chasing chart positions. At first, he was just one of many chaotic faces in the hype house era of YouTube and TikTok. Loud vlogs, prank wars, fast cuts, and a camera always in someone's face. He quickly gained traction for his comedic timing and David Dobrik-style edits. And yeah, people definitely pointed that out.
Calvin and I are going on a hike. I know you can't tell, but I actually never go on hikes. It's crazy, right? Right now I'm rocking about 3-4 chins. I'm trying to get it down to like 2 or 1. Wow. Nature.
But behind the skits and LA mansion life, Alex had something brewing that nobody really expected. Music.
Yeah, with my buddy Thomas. Well, yeah, so it was pretty much like we were Wow, I was living in an apartment with my friends filming these like vlog bits, and that's where I met like Lil Huddy and all those people, if you ever met, like the original people of the group. And Thomas was a very good friend of mine, and I was like kind of already running like a little content house of my own out of my own apartment, and I was fucking miserable. Like I hated it so much. I just wanted to make music, and it was just something like to make, like I started doing that to make money when I was homeless. So like I knew that if I stopped, I would go back to being homeless. So I was just, you know, milking that. And then Thomas saw how unhappy I was and was like, here, let me run it. And so like he got a house and created a whole thing. And, you know, I moved everyone in and we came up with a name and ran with it. And then it blew up and we had no idea what we were doing.
He started teasing songs here and there, low-key acoustic stuff, soft vocals, way more emotional than anything fans had seen from him online. It felt personal. Then in 2024, he dropped his debut album titled You'll Be Alright Kid, Chapter 1. It didn't make huge waves right away, but it was honest, raw, and hinted at something deeper. But then something happened. Carry You Home was Alex's first breakout hit, reaching global radio and charting fast. Then in September 2024, his follow-up, Burning Down, took off too. Things were going well, and they were about to get even better. Alex released Ordinary, a song that was later added to his debut album as an official single in early 2025. After doing so, it skyrocketed to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and Global 200.
Epic.
Yeah, epic is saying it lightly. Yeah, I really love the dynamics of it. I mean, it had a nice build, but then it had those soft moments, with just kind of that, whatever, I guess it was a ukulele or string or whatever type of guitar that was.
I'm not entirely sure, but
yeah, it was nice plucking there.
It was really good. It had all the elements.
Right. All the, you know, harmonies, crowd vocals, background vocals.
Just really brought you in. And that lead into the chorus was just so good.
Yeah.
It hit radio nationwide, climbed Spotify's viral charts, and pulled back people who hadn't thought about Alex since the Hype House.
But we got to talk about Ordinary.
Yes.
Obsessed with it. That tune is just huge. It must have blown you away, the response to that song.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, honestly. I was really stoked about the song, and I was hoping that everyone else would be, and it seems to be that they are.
I love it.
Thank you.
So good. I love the way it builds. And I read that you only wrote it in December.
Yeah, 3 months ago.
That is not long. In the world of music, normally these things take ages and ages. You get the song, then you have to sit on it.
Crazy.
Alex, you started out doing YouTube. You were a YouTuber.
Yeah.
It worked. A relatable hook, vulnerable lyrics, and surprising polish from someone many still saw as just a YouTuber. With that momentum, Alex finally released the final version of his first album with hits like Ordinary, Eternity, and On My Mind. The reaction from the internet was crazy, scoring the longest-running #1 of this decade. He also went on to score his first #1 album in the UK. He started out as just another face in the crowd, but when Ordinary hit the radio, Alex wasn't just being heard. He was finally being listened to. If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably like these ones too. And don't forget to like and subscribe.